Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm your host, Buckning, and today we're going to talk about the market, give you an update on the portfolio and what we should do, because the market seems like it's just going down and down after day after day after week for specific stocks, but we'll talk about that for sure. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is where we put $100 a week into a tax-free savings account to build a dividend portfolio right in front of your eyes. And if you're not new, welcome back. So we'll go through the portfolio and then we'll talk about what's happening in the marketplace and what really we should do. What is my strategy moving forward? Of course, because there's always a strategy, any strategy really at this point. But yeah, we'll just get right into it here. For the day here, portfolio closed out at $10,077.59 Canadian. We were up $90.98, up 0.91%. For the 1 week, we are up $141.88, up 1.43%. For the 1 month, we're up $480.41, up 5.01%. For 3 months, we're up $1,248.29, up 14.14%. And for the 1 year, we're up $1,970.43, up 24.30%. And since starting this portfolio, we are up $2,274.90, up 29.16% since starting the portfolio. We have $61 in cash in the cash account and $100 currently coming in. That should be available by Thursday. And so, yeah. So maybe some of you are feeling the chaos that is happening in the marketplace. There's a lot of noise happening. Interest rates maybe rising, sell-offs happening in the tech sector, down day after day in the marketplace. And yeah, is there going to be a crash? I don't know. I really don't. I'm not a professional at this. And there is a lot of rumors. And so what information can we take and what should we do in times like this? Because we hear a lot of information. We just don't know what information to take and what information is pertinent. I think that's the right word to any of us, any investors. And that's the question that we all have. And so day after day, you've seen the market drop in a lot of positions. Maybe if you're heavy in the growth sector of things and you have a lot of growth stocks, those may have come down quite a bit. Tech has definitely come down quite a bit and people are keeping their eyes on that. There has literally been a shift a little bit in the marketplace where everyone from growth side, maybe who have invested longer than a year or two, are kind of shifting to the value side. And the value side that I'm talking about is deals. You'll hear about a lot of investors talk about deals and what is a good deal and value investing. And what does that mean? Well, value investing, in my opinion, in my experience, I guess, is a company that holds fundamentals, has fundamentals, and has profits, and most importantly, has cash flow. I did talk about this in one of my videos about how to read financial statements and see which companies actually have cash flow and what cash flow actually does for the company. A lot of investors have kind of done a sell-off in the marketplace when it comes to growth stocks because of some news that came out about interest rate hikes, about inflation, and that also pertains to us Canadians. If obviously, as you may know, that as Canada does, we are like the little brother or whatever you want to call us to the United States, and whenever the United States does something, we typically follow suit behind them, and it's kind of just always been that way. There's never been a time where we kind of went off of that, but we just kind of follow in their footsteps. And so when you hear news about what's happening down south, it'll most likely happen here as well, as we probably know more about American culture than we even do of Canadian culture, if there is even a culture in that sense. But I'll let you decide on that. With all that stuff coming on, investors are getting scared. They're switching their strategy because they don't see the growth happening. And a lot of these are factors that play into the price of certain stocks. And so if you are if you believe in companies like that have high growth, but don't really have cash flow yet, or have a little bit of cash flow, but are poised for huge amounts of growth, and you continue to buy them, for example, like Tesla for myself, where you keep on increasing your position in them. There are other positions for me that have taken a hit, but I continue to invest because I do believe in them the long term. I believe 2022, and I did mention this in 2021, that the shift for 2022 is there's going to be a shift from growth stocks, hype stocks, so on and so forth, to more of value plays, where you actually do the research in a company, see if they have cash flow, and companies that have consistent cash flow. And definitely not short term, but long term. I'm talking 2 to 5 years, maybe even 10 years. And you can see that in this portfolio as well. A lot of these companies in here are value plays, in which you can see that they weren't affected by the market sell-off too much. As you can see, we can go to Royal Bank, but there was a dip in the past week, but all week has been on an uptrend in the past month. Same thing, uptrend for Royal Bank. And that's the bank side of things. Another one is Loblaws, where you can see that this company took a little bit of a hit in the past week, but that is consumer discretionary for you. They typically will hit rock bottom first before any other stock that is out there or any other sector before they do a rebound. And so what should we do in a time like this where we are uncertain of what will happen in the marketplace? And when I'm talking about the marketplace, I'm talking about the actual economy. What is happening to interest rates? What is happening to supply chains? What is happening in the employment workforce, the unemployment rate? Well, with all these playing in a factor, and investors moving to more of a safety side, you will see a sell-off when they're moving their stuff from some risky stuff to a bit more safer stuff, or value plays, I should say, in value stocks. So what do? Again, I keep repeating myself, but what you want to do in this is just hold, stay consistent, and right now, if you're excited about a certain company that you've wanted to buy stock in a long time, maybe now is time to keep an eye on it, on that position. Keep an eye on it, and just make sure that when the time comes and you're ready to make that move, and you think that it is priced fairly, where you can go in there and you're happy with the stock price or the valuation of the company, then maybe it's a good time to enter that position. Again, this is not financial advice at all. This is just complete random dude on YouTube building a dividend portfolio right in front of your eyes. And so for myself, I'm going to continue doing continued investing, continued contributions into my positions, but also into the broad market index fund, which we did purchase last week, which is VFV, which is the S&P 500. Now, I might be looking at increasing positions in ones that I have been keeping an eye on, that I would like to start a position in, or increase my position in, or bring the dollar cost average down on a lot of positions, and this might be the opportunity for it. Now, this is not the time, in my opinion, to sell off your positions for average everyday investors like myself and yourself, the viewer, because we really should learn how to hold our positions and understand that our capital staying invested will yield you returns in the long term as you keep on investing. Maybe we bought at too of a high price or a higher valuation, and we can bring that cost down so that in the future we can capture all those gains all the way back to all-time highs quite again. And so that is my strategy for, well, reflecting on this past week, past couple weeks, past month, on what we're going to do for 2022. But in these times specifically, because there's a lot of fear and a lot of sell-offs and a lot of things going on. And some of us may just not know what to do with all the information and what direction we should head in. But I'm telling you right now what my direction is. And hopefully I can give you a little bit of a guideline on where you should head. But again, this is not financial advice. So portfolio is looking great. I mean, we're up $90 today. I think we've been up pretty much every single, well, not every day, but today was a surprise because today it was kind of stagnant, and then it kind of took off there, and we had a return which pushed us over the $10,000 mark, which I'm super excited about. So hopefully this video adds value, helps you guys have more clarity when moving forward in a volatile market like this, or a downturn, because it seems like it's a downturn. It seems like everything is going down and we don't know what's happening. It's very volatile, and there's a lot of things going on externally that can affect the market, and we just don't know what to do with that information or what direction we need to take when we get that information. Because I see it all over YouTube now that everyone's talking about inflation happening, the mistake that happened with the Federal Reserve, and so on and so forth. But again, just so you know, that does affect Canada as well, because we typically follow behind in footsteps when it comes to their decision making and our decision making when it comes to rates, because the economy is just what it is, and we're literally attached to them, only separated by a border. Other than that, guys, have a great week, and we'll see you on Friday or Saturday when you see the video, when we make our next purchase and increase our positions and give you an update on the portfolio. So other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.